Publix has this really good gluten-free strawberry shortcake, and it's only like 10 bucks. So my mom is also allergic to gluten, so we're gonna split that. And then I decided to go ahead and do a groom's cake in place of an actual wedding cake. So we're getting like a hunting slash fishing themed groom's cake. I'll insert a picture here. It's going to be amazing. And the groom's cake only costs about $200, I want to say $250 maybe, for feeding 75 people just in case. Besides that, like if people don't want the groom's cake, we're actually also doing like mini cupcakes just to give people options, and then a sundae bar as well. Because if you can't tell, I'm a little bit of a sweet tooth. We are going to have like a sundae bar, mini cupcakes, the groom's cake. It's going to be great. We are not doing any kind of alcohol out of respect for my parents. We may do something separate from the reception, but for the out of respect to my parents, like, we're going to just keep it no alcohol at the wedding or reception. That did save us a lot of money. At the same time, we did want to have something neat, or neat? Does anybody say neat anymore? I don't know. We're gonna have something cool. We're just gonna do glass bottled sodas and water for our beverages, and sweet tea. Obviously, you can't go to a southern wedding without having sweet tea. Duh. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have a ton of sweet tea, but then yeah, also gonna have like little barrels that fill with ice and the glass bottled sodas everywhere. It's gonna be looking cool. Hairdresser. So originally I was just gonna do my own hair, and then I recently found a hairdresser here where I live who cut and curled my hair, and the curls in my hair stayed for like 2.5 days, like no joke. I usually wash my hair every other day, but when she did that, I was just like so floored, because all my life I've curled my hair and my hair is so thick and heavy, it never held it. Like, girls, I would even like pin it up in place, hairspray while it's up in there, everything. Like, I walk outside and it's like this. Actually, this is my natural hair. It's a little wavy naturally, but it gives it volume, so I don't really care. But yeah, it just wants to fall back into this or something that's flat. It's worse when I apply heat to it. It will definitely kind of like sag a little more, won't have as much volume. When I found this girl, I was like, she's got to do my hair for my wedding. So I'm gonna pay her to do my hair, and then my aunt's gonna be the matron of honor, and my future sister-in-law is going to be my maid of honor. So yeah, I'm not having any bridesmaids. That's another way I'm saving money, is we originally were just gonna do one person each. Like, Tyler was gonna have his brother, I was gonna have my aunt, but then the coronavirus happened. I really also wanted Tyler's brother's girlfriend in my wedding too, so I'm glad it worked out the way it did. So now we're just gonna have 2 people each. Gonna save us some money there. Plates, bowls, napkins, forks, and spoons. Get Chinette, get disposable Chinette from Walmart, okay? I probably spent 25 bucks maybe on everything for that kind of stuff. It's so cheap, nobody's gonna care. Like, if you want to save money, don't use real stuff. Nobody cares what they're eating off of. They just care about the food. Outside of the videographer, which we originally were gonna have, the food is our biggest expense. Our food is like $1,100, which is still really good. It's getting catered by a steakhouse, okay? And they like hand pull their chicken and their pork, and they like southern make everything. And let me just tell you, you can tell I'm a foodie, can you not? Like, I'm just so excited about this food. We had no problem throwing down that money for the food. My husband is also a foodie. Okay, still in food, let me tell you, if you have no idea what I'm talking about with southern food, please come visit me. Please, I will make you a damn good meal. So yeah, the ice cream sundae bar is maybe gonna cost us 40 bucks. We're gonna get like the individual ice cream cups and just like a bunch of toppings. Cheap. We're not having that catered or anything. So just think of different ways in your wedding where you can be like, how can I do this myself? Because if you think that, it will just broaden your perspective. You know, some people want to say, I don't want to do anything on my wedding day. That's your prerogative, but this is for people who are looking to save money. So if you want to save some money, you got to do a lot of stuff yourself. Okay? Okay. All right. The guy we had as our officiant, he is a co-worker slash friend of Tyler's, and he will not take money. So that saves us some money. He would not whenever he officiated our legal one, and he will not in these upcoming weddings. Also, when you live in the South, you just gotta learn, like, you can't fight with people on that. I've even like tried stuffing money in people's pockets or purses, and it always gets back to me somehow. So I just learned to let the Southern hospitality thing happen. Like, let it go. Okay, so the lunch that we're catering for the wedding, the food that we're having, my parents actually are covering, and so that was like saving some money for us. And my parents actually bought like a ton of stuff for the wedding too, which is nice. Like decor wise, my mom was super excited about being able to help. So that is really nice if you have supportive parents, especially if you have them on both sides, groom and bride, that want to help, then definitely like take advantage of that. Don't just throw stuff on a credit card. Okay, rehearsal dinner, that was also something that Tyler's parents were going to cover, and we're having it at the same steakhouse, except we're actually doing a steak, so it'll be nice. We're not going to do the traditional walk through the whole rehearsal, like do an actual rehearsal. I'm just going to talk through everything. Everybody knows how to walk. It's going to be an outdoor wedding. I'm just going to talk through everything. It'll be okay. It's really chill. It's low key. All right. So we got thank you cards. We got some advice cards to put on the table where the guest book is at. And we got a date box. And all of that together was like maybe 40 bucks. So if you're looking to save some money, like maybe just do a guest book. And you can make your own thank you cards or something. I don't know. Thank you cards are really cheap though. Reception decor. Okay, you need to remember KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. You need to keep it simple. For the reception, you know, if you're having it outside, people have a lot to look at outside. It's beautiful outside. And people are also going to be looking around at other people. If you have people at your wedding scrutinizing your decor, they shouldn't be at your wedding. And if you think, oh, I know I'm gonna have like an aunt who is going to make some comments about how I do stuff at my reception, your aunt can deal, girl. Like, I'm just saying, it's your wedding. You can keep it simple. People want to be there to spend time with you and with each other. They really don't care how much money you spend on your decorations that you're going to use for one day. We tried to think of using things that we were going to actually continue to use in our home decor after the reception. That is smart, okay? Obviously, you can sell some wedding stuff afterwards, but you're never gonna get the price you paid for at the beginning unless you bought them secondhand, which is something that we actually did. I bought a whole big tub of stuff, and the money that I used to buy it actually went towards like a fundraiser for somebody with cancer. And it was like glass jars like this, and they had burlap and lace wrapped around it, which is so like not original. But I was like, listen, the work's already done for me. I'm just gonna be happy about it. So what we did is we got these sliced wood chargers off of Etsy. It was about $115. I ordered 17 and got 18 because the guy was really nice and like threw in an extra. And he like hand makes them. They're really well done. I am going to be putting up a video next week of me sealing the wood slices so you know how to do it, because I looked and looked and looked on YouTube, and y'all, I could not find how to do it. And I'm like, I see so many wood chargers like people use at weddings. How is there not a video out here how to do this? I guess not a lot of people buy them raw. I bought raw wood, and we had to like dry it out for like 10-15 days or something like that. That was an expense, but it was an expense where we knew it was going to be simple. Like, I will put a picture of the setup that we're going to do something similar to. Those are chargers like we're probably going to be able to use in our home decor in the future, and we may not be able to use all of them, but we're going to either donate or sell the rest that we're not going to be able to use in our home after the reception. And they're really like just beautiful, and I love nature. Tyler loves nature. We love being outdoors. Outdoors right now. We live kind of in an area of Tennessee that is just a lot of green rolling hills I'm looking out at right now, and just a lot of trees and greenery and blue sky and cows. I'm looking at cows right now, so like I love it. I love being where there's not a lot of people and there's just not a lot going on. It's a very small town here, and I love it. Okay, moving on. The ring boxes that we got we originally ordered from Wish, which I'm moving away from. I'm moving away from wish.com because a lot of things on there are made by sweatshops, and I just can't in good conscience support that. I would encourage you to do your own research into that because it's actually quite sobering. But anyway, so we decided we buy a lot of things on Etsy now, and you do have to be careful because even on Etsy they've started to kind of infiltrate into there, so you still have to make sure that you're looking at reviews and that you're looking at where the person's located. I do like to support things that are made in the USA, so I try to look for people that are based here. But we got our ring boxes off of Etsy for 40 bucks. You don't have to spend that much on a ring box. We just wanted a certain kind. So I am going to show you all the stuff that I have for my wedding, either in next week's video with the wood slices or like their own video. I'll figure that out next week. Y'all, if you need some ideas, I got you. We wanted to do something special for Tyler's grandpa that passed a little over a year ago. We are going to have a seat for him still at the wedding and gonna put a sign there that said, "We knew you would be here today if heaven wasn't so far away," or something like that. So we want to do something special. We got one of those signs. I'm saying this because there's so many like different ways that you can honor someone that I've seen on Pinterest, but this is I don't want to say cheap, that almost sounds like the wrong word to use, but this was an inexpensive way to still be very respectful and honoring, and it didn't cost us a lot of money for setup or anything like that. We're also gonna have a picture of his grandpa sitting in the chair as well. So what we're doing for our parents and grandparents is we're actually having mismatched antique chairs and couches. So he's gonna have like his own like little rocking chair that actually was his. Everyone else is going to be sitting on either like the benches or the straw bales, but we have like in the middle, we're gonna have like all of those mismatched antique chairs, which that was another expense that we didn't have to do, but it was something special that I thought was really beautiful. Using the antique furniture is just so unique and different, and mismatching them too. That cost us about $350, getting enough for everyone, or getting enough for all the parents and grandparents coming and everything like that. That, you know, was an expense that we didn't have to have. I will show you in that video where I show you all my wedding stuff. I actually made my own wedding signs for different things using the app Canva. I did pay for the pro to be able to make these signs, but I think it was $6 or $7. Like, it's really cheap. And then what I did, I got 24 frames from Dollar Tree, and so they were like, with tax, they're like $25. Like, really cheap. And I think there were only like 2 that broke in there. I feel like it's still a good deal. We printed off our own signs for different things like wedding guest gift. We're doing like pine cone fire starters, so I made a sign for that. We have a sign, please sign our guest book, or please write your best date idea and put it in the box, you know. Those are all signs I could have bought either on Etsy or Walmart or something like that, but I just made them myself. If you want, like if you see any of the ones that I show you, I'll be happy to send you the design. Again, that's not going to be in this video. It'll be like either next week or the week after. Golf carts. Out of respect for the elderly, we are going to try to make it easy for people that are elderly be able to make it to where the ceremony is at, because it's not all flat land. But the golf carts, we are going to get 2 gas powered ones, and it still is only going to be $150. So that's pretty good. I am going to get my nails done, but my aunt was going to pay for that. That's another way that I kind of saved money, is my aunt offered that. My future sister-in-law is going to do my makeup. I originally was going to try to do my own makeup again, but she does an incredible job with makeup, so I was like, you know what, like, I'm sure she would love to do it. Of course she was excited to do it, so I am going to pay her because I love her, and like, I just feel like it'd be irresponsible or rude not to. So even though I'm sure she would tell me she would do it for free, I told her from the beginning that I'm going to pay her, so she can't say no. So I am going to be paying her $150 to do my makeup, and then my aunt's makeup as well. I know this is kind of a long video, but I hope it gave you some ideas of ways that you can cut costs in your own wedding. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will address them either next week or the week after. So yes, this will be kind of a part 1 in a 2 or 3 series of wedding stuff. I know that a lot of people's weddings got pushed back or postponed or canceled, or I don't know, some people just went ahead and had their wedding, but maybe only with like their parents and possibly siblings or grandparents, something like that. So this virus has really been so hard on people with weddings. My heart goes out to those girls, and if that's you right now, I'm praying for you, and I totally understand where you're at, because same here. I will say the one difference is we already legally got married, and that was a blessing. To not have that stress of being like, okay, what do we do now? You know, if we hadn't already been married, that made it really like a lot easier of a decision to make. It was still a hard decision, just maybe a little easier. We actually didn't decide to move the wedding until maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and at that point, even though the virus wasn't as crazy as it is now, my grandparents and aunts still didn't feel safe coming, so they weren't going to be able to make it anyways as is, and now they should be able to. since we moved to Daddy. That's really important for them to be there. So thanks for listening to me ramble today. I hope I was able to give you some ideas, and I look forward to showing you some of the wedding stuff that I have, because like I said, I either thrifted it or got it for cheap off of Walmart, or some of the cool stuff that I got from Etsy. Like, I want to be able to give you guys where I got it from and all that. Stay tuned for the next couple weeks and I will be showing you some more wedding stuff. Thank y'all for watching and I'll see you next week.